Okay, so with this we have built a very simple website. So now let's again review the technical architecture which we are building right now. So again, this is the user. So this is where I will be interacting. Then over here we have a middleman which will further be interacting with a backend. Okay, so this is like I am the user and I am seeing a menu card here. Then I give an order to a particular waiter, and now this waiter goes to the restaurant backend which is present over here, and essentially this is the restaurant backend which is a cloud function which we will be using, and then it gets some output from this particular backend and then again displays it to us. Okay, so with that, let's resume back to our work. So essentially over here we want to build an application called email checker. So now we want to check if an email entered by a user is valid or not. Okay, so in order to do that, now let's create some HTML tags with which we can tell the user that you need to enter your details. Okay, so to do that, we have to first of all create an input tag where we can accept the input. So for that we have a text area. Okay, so inside text area, now we have to specify the rows and columns. So over here rows is equal to, now this basically indicates how many rows do you want this text area to be. For example, let's look at google.com. So over here, as you can see, this is a text area and this text area is just one row wide. So let's go back. We want to create a text area which has just one row, and then let's have another parameter called columns, and over here we can put in an arbitrary number. So for example, over here the number of letters which can be entered in this particular text area is called the number of columns. Okay, so with that, let's go back and let's enter a modest number for columns which is 50, and this is where the user can enter his email data. Okay, so with this we have created a text area, and then let's close the text area tag. So now let's go back to the email checker website and let's refresh it. Okay, so over here as you can see we have a text area. Okay, but now we also need to tell the user to enter your email. So essentially let's go back, and over here let's create an h3 tag and let's close it. So in between this h3 tag, let's type in our text which says please enter your email below. Okay, so with this we are accepting the email from our user. So now let's refresh this, and essentially as you can see, as we are running HTTP server, then every time we make a change, we don't need to run the gcloud app deploy command, wait for a few minutes until the change is reflected. We can do some change here and instantly click refresh. But this particular URL is not valid for anyone apart from this particular computer. So this is a way where you can use this particular environment only for development, and once you are sure of the code that you have created over here, that is when you can start deploying this particular code on the Google Cloud instance. Okay, so with this let's go back to the email checker and please enter your email below. So over here we can enter some email, but then nothing happens after that. Okay, so to do that we also have to create a button. Okay, so let's do that, and in order to create a button we have a button tag, and then let's close this tag. So we have /button, and now inside this particular button we want to enter some text which says submit email. Okay, so let's go back and let's refresh. So over here you can see that we have a button called submit email. So over here we can type our email, which is let's take a dummy email for now, abc@def.com. So we have entered a dummy email and we can click on submit email. And now after clicking on submit email, nothing is happening. Okay, so this is where we come across the second aspect of building an HTML, a very simple HTML website, which is that now we want to put in brains inside this particular application. So right now, everything which you have seen over here is just a good way of displaying certain information. So essentially this particular information which says please enter your email below is displayed in a good format due to the presence of h3 tags. Okay, so similarly we want to also add some brains into this particular application. So in order to do this, we have to create a new segment inside this particular HTML file, and that particular segment will hold the processing which will be done inside this particular file. So inside HTML we have a tag called script, and let's close this tag. So essentially any program or any code which will be written inside this particular tag will basically indicate what do we have to do. So right now the first task which we want to do is somehow create an action which will be happening after the user clicks on this particular button. Okay, so now in order to do this, let's move back. So first of all, we will be coming back to course shortly, because first of all we need to face this problem of course, and then we will be solving this particular problem. So before that, now let's look at a very new aspect. So first of all, we have a language learning checklist.